Alright, so, excited for SummerSlam? Not exactly something.
My phone's long.
That's unusual.
Go ahead.
That's very unusual. Oh my.
How did you tell me to fix it?
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of action-packed stuff set up for SummerSlam. And who knows, after everything I've been through, you know, with the Sins videos and all, I got all 6 Sinfinity stones, which means I have all the abilities to handle anything.
What are you gonna do first?
I guess we'll have to wait and find out after the show. Alright, here's an important thing. You have to see if you can cheer the loudest while you're there.
You bet.
Because those who cheer the loudest get the best reaction out of everybody.
I know who that's gonna. I know who that was gonna go to.
You.
And while we're talking about this stuff, I need a word from my sponsor. Brand. It's just brand.
What is this?
It's brand. So if you are ever in need of some food and you don't know what to get, just get your local brand. You just hit the wall outside.
Stand clear of the doors. Closing the doors are closed.
Let's just wait and find out how things go. It's just...
Yeah, it was an unforgettable show. Thank you for having me up here.
Definitely, man.
Now, I do have a question for you, though.
What?
Are you going to sit all this on your own?
This is what the people have been hyped for since the year began, to see many of their favorite YouTubers unite once more. To show YouTube that we will not give up what we love to do, whatever it takes. And not only will we succeed, but we will show the world that we are stronger than...
Christian, you're getting a little too dramatic here.
Yeah, we're doing a Sins video on SummerSlam.
Last I checked, this wasn't about fighting YouTube.
I know it's not. Just trying to deliver the hype factor for this, you know? Adding in the drama feature.
No thanks.
No, we're not doing that, Christian. Not at all.
I'm only in this to have fun, not to be dramatic.
Darn, but oh well. The crew's all here. Let's get started.
Ugh. Sorry I'm late. Internet traffic was a nightmare.
Holy shit, it's WrestleMania! Dude, I'm a huge fan.
Come on, comma. No time for fangirling.
Sorry, it's just cool to be amongst all these awesome guys.
So, are we gonna sin SummerSlam or just stand around talking to each other?
Alright, we're wasting valuable time here. Everyone ready? Alright, let's do this.
I'm just saying, WWE really gave a lot of opportunities to Canadian wrestlers on their roster simply because the event took place in Toronto.
Welcome to the North.
The coloring of Toronto and the fast-paced time flow makes the place look awesome. Honestly amazed WWE rarely does this for other locations during their opening promos for pay-per-view events.
Here we are.
Narration.
Also, dramatic narrator attempting to make SummerSlam in Toronto sound like it's WrestleMania.
Also, why couldn't they have had SummerSlam take place at the Rogers Center if they were hyping it up like this?
Well, actually, that's because the Blue Jays were taking on the Yankees at the time.
Ugh, freaking baseball. Always ruining my fun.
Why? What happened with you in baseball?
Let's just pretend this conversation never existed and move on.
It's all that here.
WWE making the build-up to SummerSlam very dramatic in this promo alone, despite a lack of effort in the actual build-up during the weeks leading up to SummerSlam.
But this won't be easy.
Because if things were easy, they honestly wouldn't be worth... Wait, what the hell? Is that freaking Seth Rogen right there? Was he at WrestleMania this year?
The moments like this don't come often.
Indeed, moments like this don't come often. Except for the obvious fact that they do come literally every single week.
Actually, I think he was talking about the epic moments. We don't usually see those every week.
Oh my god, WrestleMania replied to me. This is so exciting.
Jesus, Cum. I haven't seen you fangirl like this since you were on the Royal Rumble Sins.
We'll get there, okay. I got you.
Almost every single flashback in this opening promo was on a previous WrestleMania event. Did the WWE forget they were supposed to be promoting SummerSlam? We're in August here. Cringe gun cocking sound effects. Just when you think the promo is over and we can start the show, nope, we still gotta go through another near 2 minutes. Also, this song.
Why is that a sin?
Because I don't like it. I know, it's stupid, but I've done worse things on here, trust me.
Let's remove an automatic 2 sins just for the existence of the Fiend, and hope that WWE doesn't screw this up.
2 sins? I think it should be 3 sins.
Alright, 3 it is then.
We are SummerSlam.
Wait a minute. We are SummerSlam? Did I hear that correctly? So we are an event that existed since 1988, apparently? Even if some of us, including CM, hadn't been born yet? That made me almost as confused as Bobby Lashley.
Huh? I don't get that reference.
So much water surrounding the graphics of SummerSlam, I actually thought for a moment that water was gonna be a theme for the show.
Oh, now WWE is having pyrotechnics for their shows that don't take place at WrestleMania or Saudi Arabia? Don't get me wrong, I was excited to see the pyro make its long-awaited return to these events, but I'm a little confused at the randomness.
But still, let's remove a sin for WWE actually using pyro again, even if it is rarely used.
CGI graphics. About 10 seconds of panning the crowd before the commentators made their introductions. Bet they forgot they were supposed to talk, didn't they?
That's like being the coolest kid in marching band, Renee.
Well, I've got someone right here who's cool and in a marching band. Isn't that right, Josh? Josh? Hey, has anyone seen Longneck Josh?
Longneck who?
My brother.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, he's not here?
Well, let's just move on and hope he comes.
Could be the very last time we ever see Kevin Owens.
As usual, Corey Graves is an annoying ass kisser to the heels. There, I finally said it. You happy now?
Guarantee Becky Lynch would be facing somebody else tonight if we weren't in Toronto.
To a submission match.
Natalia challenged Becky Lynch to a submission match, but literally said 10 seconds later that she hopes it didn't happen. And after the events of tonight, I think I understand why.
I'm gonna give her people the one thing that they need. Maple syrup? I was just kidding.
Seriously, Willie?
What? I couldn't resist. It was a perfect opportunity for that joke.
Why did I even think of doing this?
15 seconds of waiting for someone's music to hit.
Canada's new hero!
Wrong. That prestigious title goes to me.
No, it doesn't, Christian.
Oh my god, is literally all of my losers against me today?
I'm not.
I just made a joke.
I will destroy Natalia.
Insert name of wrestler says they will destroy their opponent cliche.
Becky Lynch is going to be in enemy territory.
Since when did Renee Young suddenly turn heel?
Not to mention, Renee Young also jinxed Natalia's momentum by declaring Toronto to root against Becky, so that doesn't end up happening at all.
You can't claim an entire country as your home.
Which is why I only label Toronto as my kingdom rather than the entire country of Canada.
I wonder why you call Toronto your kingdom if you don't own it.
The term hometown is a little too cliche these days. Everyone says hometown, I say kingdom.
Still not your kingdom, mate.
Enemy territory, my ass. Wah, wah.
Our Spanish and out team.
Spanish a noun team? So is Michael Cole saying the Spanish commentators are going to be saying nouns all night long? The fuck?
Mike Rome's creepy-ass blonde hairstyle? At least when Cody Rhodes did it, it actually suited him. This, not so much.
The only way you win is to...
Are you seriously telling us how to win a submission match, Michael? Everyone knows how to win this. It's right there in the name.
No one cares what's trending.
Actually, I don't do that one anymore.
You probably don't, but we still do.
This is a submission matchup.
Is it this guy's first day on the job or something? All this commentator keeps doing is repeating the stipulation of the match. How about you call some of the action, stupid?
It was at SummerSlam last year.
Becky Lynch is, no pun intended, manhandling Natalia in the corner, but instead of calling the action, let's reminisce about the past instead.
The two-time women's champion.
Technically, Natalia is a former one-time women's champion, not a two-time. And she's only held the SmackDown women's title once. And also, she held the Divas Championship back in 2010.
Training, working with Fit Finley.
Well, Natalya was also getting ambushed while training for this match. Don't forget to mention that, Renee. Or are we just supposed to forget about that?
Natty's coming into this one loaded.
So she's drunk?
Renee, you are summering in Toronto.
Was that supposed to be a pun? If so, it was a really bad one. Even I could come up with better puns than summering in Toronto.
Sneaky D's, Black Bull Tavern.
Becky Lynch hits the Bexploder, but we're going to completely ignore that and focus instead on random locations in Toronto.
What I just learned is Renee spent her summer as a drunk.
I don't know why Corey Graves said that, but that was hilarious.
Becky, disarmer, here it comes!
What Becky Lynch is trying to lock in is not the disarmer. That's just an average armbar.
Now remember, this is a submission match.
Let's just add 5 sins so we don't have to deal with hearing the stipulation all match long.
Sounds good to me.
Becky realizing she's in trouble.
Haha, you failed.
Natalya down.
Natalya is screaming even before Becky locked in any sort of submission hold.
Becky would love to get Natalya to tap.
No shit, really?
Natalya is a dick to the barricade. That didn't even look remotely close like she was striking Becky's leg.
Well, that's what you get for monologuing when you have the advantage, Natalya.
Natalya is spending more time posing for the audience and less time trying to make Becky submit to, win the Raw Women's Championship.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, why do I even bother to ask Becky if she likes the assault when I'm just gonna get slapped as a result every time?
Starting to believe that Natalya's posing is what ultimately causes her to lose this match.
Red, of course, with one of the great matches in SummerSlam.
Just when we are entering the crucial moments of the submission match, we're gonna talk about Bret Hart's SummerSlam career instead, because why not?
Removing 2 sins because of the creative way Natalya locked into the sharpshooter.
No kidding, that looks brutal. Mr. Ring Post, I don't feel so good. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, please. I don't want to go. Next to posing, telling people to shut up is also what causes Natalya to lose this match. She just can't stay focused on the task tonight.
See what happens when we're right all the time.
Becky really now wrestling this match on one leg.
That's the second time in less than a minute that the commentators mentioned Becky Lynch wrestling on one leg. We heard you the first time.
He runs over the back of Becky.
Good lord, that botch was so bad I just might have to
add a double sin for Natalya jumping and giving herself a bump without Becky doing anything.
You just interrupted me?
Oh yeah, we don't interrupt the sinner on here.
You know, I'll take note of that. But I am the botch guy, and botches are kind of what I do.
Submission move!
Copy Hart infringement.
Don't you mean copyright infringement?
Actually, he changes things up to match the wrestlers.
First Becky infringes copyright, and now Natalya does?
That sign is very confusing. Who's Liam? And what money? Trish Stratus is also wrestling simply because we're in Toronto. What do you bet she wouldn't be competing tonight if it wasn't in Toronto?
$100.
That was a rhetorical question.
Too late, Christian. You already placed that bet.
I am the Queen of Queens.
Queen of Queens.
This match exists.
And of course, the reason this match exists is because of Goldberg's poor performance at the Super Showdown event. So that's another sin.
Don't forget about the fact that this was all done in order to bury Dolph Ziggler more than he already has been.
Dolph Ziggler assaults The Miz, gets no match. Dolph Ziggler assaults Shawn Michaels with his own sweet chin music, also doesn't get a match. But Dolph Ziggler makes a few random comments about Goldberg, and that's the match he gets.
But old DZ... Old DZ? That is a really dumb name, to be perfectly honest.
He doesn't tend to show up.
No, you're thinking of Brock Lesnar, Dolph. You got the wrong part-timer in your mind. Close to 30 seconds of panning the crowd, and that's even before Goldberg exits his locker room. At least it's not as bad as the Super Showdown event. This match is only 105 seconds long, and the first 40 seconds of it are stare-downs. Thanks to your stopwatch you had on the whole time, right, Josh? Is Longneck Josh seriously still not here?
Picture perfect and epic, removing 5 sins for the way Dolph Ziggler sold that spear from Goldberg.
It's like getting hit by a little baby.
It's at this point that Dolph Ziggler is literally begging for his burial. That's sad.
You don't have the guts to fight me!
Even though he already did literally 2 minutes ago.
Goldberg!
Alright, this has gone on far enough. We're done with this section of SummerSlam now. Time to move on. Skip!
Kofi Cornelius Kingston?
Since when did the Kofi Kingston ring name have Cornelius in it? And it's not even Kofi's real life name either.
and slap him across the face.
Apparently, all it took to get AJ Styles back to the way he was in 2016 was a simple pep talk from Carl Anderson. Honestly sucks it took this long for AJ to get more interesting again.
This is the second time in AJ's WWE career that he suddenly turned and assaulted someone while Gallows and Anderson watches on. How did Ricochet fall for that?
R-Truth and Carmella pretending to be international commentators was awesome. Every time they appear, trying to be incognito due to the 24/7 championship, it's always the show stealer.
To the party of the winter!
I could blame it on R-Truth's confusion, but of course everyone believes it's always cold up here in Canada around the entire calendar.
Drake Maverick brandishing a New Day unicorn like it's a knife.
Are you serious right now? WWE has pyrotechnics installed for this event, but decided to ignore AJ Styles? Can't believe I'd say this, but AJ Styles non-pyro during an event with pyro!
The most dominant trio in WWE.
Compared to stables like The Shield, The Wyatt family, or even The New Day, Corey Graves is over-exaggerating on the OC being the most dominant trio in WWE.
16,000.
Fucks we don't give about the number of fans in attendance.
Why would you wear fake ones? Oh, look at that!
The athleticism of Ricochet continues to amaze me, with innovative moves like stepping over the OC to get to AJ.
Maybe the best technical performer on the planet.
There's a huge list of wrestlers that have been considered the best technical performer on the planet. Not as impressive if you look at it that way.
This is the pace that if you're AJ Styles, you want.
So, slow pace? Going all the way to where some of us feel a little tired and start looking at our phones instead?
Slow it down, wear Ricochet down.
Was that supposed to be a rhyme? If so, that was pretty lame.
Everything Michael Cole says is lame.
Enziguri, AJ.
Probably shouldn't have started talking, AJ.
Bang!
Michael Cole's unnecessary addition of bang. Who does he think he is, Mick Foley?
Beginning to course through Ricochet.
Only Ricochet's arm connected with AJ Styles in that sequence, whereas the rest of his body hit nothing but the canvas. Not surprising that the standing shooting star press did little to no damage to AJ.
Styles, what's Ricochet gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Ricochet is a known high flyer. He's heading to the corner. It's totally not obvious what he's about to do next.
Can't afford to let Styles have that much time to recover.
Corey Graves would be great at Summerson's 2 expansion. No.
Launched out to the apron.
AJ Styles attempted to punch Ricochet to set up for the phenomenal forearm, realized it wouldn't connect, and just made himself do a random jump into Ricochet's grasp.
This one's as good as over.
Premature celebration on the part of Corey Graves.
Separation.
Careful, Ricochet. You might trigger the CM Punk chance to activate.
This is gluttony from Ricochet.
No. Just no. Throughout this entire match, AJ Styles has been damaging Ricochet's knee, and Ricochet himself could barely run across the ring without collapsing, but apparently he has all the strength magically back in his leg to lift AJ Styles for a move requiring major leg strength. This is Seth Rollins' amount of poor selling injuries.
To launch himself, Ricochet!
That was a well-timed catch on the part of AJ Styles to finish the match, so we're removing another 3 sins here.
Our very first SummerSlam!
Well, sure, if you want to count it as their first SummerSlam while signed with the company, but the Street Profits are not competing tonight, so it doesn't really count as a debut, just an appearance.
And of course,
could have sworn that was on the screen instead of CGI graphics. I'll give them this one with Ember Moon's, Moon.
The only way Ember Moon could get a title match is because Bayley literally offered it to her.
Probably because the script showed she'd never get a title match unless it was under that occasion.
Hugger in training sign? Apparently hugging requires training even though it's simply walking forward and putting your arms around somebody.
SummerSlam is presented by...
Skip!
Bayley, you are an inspiration.
Insert name of wrestler tells insert name of other wrestler that he/she is an inspiration for their career cliche.
Do you just put the word cliche over everything?
Pretty much.
Only when it's necessary, guys.
To the title, should I lose?
The fact that Bayley has the thought of losing the SmackDown Women's title in her head. A champion shouldn't have that in their head.
Christian, you don't like stare downs when they're standing. What about when they're sitting?
They could be hanging upside down and I still wouldn't like it.
First time Ember Moon has had a singles match on a pay-per-view.
And that's the sin. Ember Moon hasn't had a singles match on pay-per-view until SummerSlam 2019, a year and a half after she debuted on the main roster.
That I have as a champion. And look at him.
Bayley was already starting to fall before Ember could even connect with a flying cross body. Uh-oh, we're not looking good here.
And Bayley...
This is exactly what Bayley gets. She took way too much time hot dogging it around up in there, and that's why Ember Moon was able to counter what looked like some version of a twist of fate that she was trying to pull off.
Off-sync singing of Bailey, I want to know if you'll be my girl.
From Bailey, center of the ring.
Not gonna lie, it was hard to watch Bailey try to lock in the inverted version of the Boston Crab, especially when she accidentally dropped Ember's legs.
Bailey's offense, wow! Oh, hold on!
Sorry, not believable. Ember's toes were barely touching Bailey's chin, so it doesn't look believable that Bailey would get tossed across the ring like that.
Recent history, retain a chance.
No. 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 No! I completely forgot that Toronto is the place that originated the pathetic and annoying 10 chants, and the guy who does that taunt no longer works on this side of the wrestling industry.
Christian, can I do this one? You look like you need to calm down.
By all means, go for it.
Cool. Activate the 10 sin penalty for those stupid 10 chants during countouts.
Turnbuckle against Bailey!
That attempt at the Hurricane Rana didn't work out, considering Ember's legs were slipping away from Bailey before the move could even connect.
Whatever that was supposed to be, it didn't even look that effective at all.
Oh, Bailey to Bailey from the top!
Technically, only Ember was on the top rope, whereas Bailey was on the second rope.
I'm not the best because I won a trophy?
Yes, you are. True best in the world wrestlers aren't determined by a trophy from a show we will not mention at this time.
I'll quit.
Wrestler puts his career on the line in a match that doesn't really require a cliche.
Also, it doesn't really make any logical sense for Kevin Owens to put his career on the line tonight, especially since Shane McMahon would continue to make his life a living hell even after this match.
Also, why isn't Shane's career on the line tonight like Kevin proposed a week previous? Would make the match a lot more exciting, honestly.
It's the McMahons, never making logical sense these days.
Best in the...
Skip this crap.
Another long length of time of waiting for a wrestler's music to hit. Hey Josh, I think I see us both in the crowd.
Christian, I haven't seen Josh at all.
Damn it! Where the hell is he?
By submission, Shane
McMahon was about to leave the ring to cause more bullshit, but decided to stand around and listen to more Kevin Owens chants, thus wasting more time.
Special guest enforcer.
Impromptu stipulations are always a sin, right, Christian?
Damn right.
Honestly, amazed that Elias is still hanging around after getting that spear from Edge during the pre-show.
Wait a minute. Why didn't we send the pre-show as well? I just noticed that.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to cover this entire show?
He doesn't send pre-shows because he doesn't believe they're part of the actual show.
Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense.
Kevin Owens is seriously wasting all the time in the world just to argue with Elias. And how can he not hear the referee literally beside him?
But he screwed up his own career.
This is getting annoying. Christian, do that thing where you snap your fingers and make your sin counter flash with hundreds of sins?
True, this is annoying to see Shane be a coward, but I don't think I'll snap my gauntlet this time.
Actually, I'd like to see that happen.
Don't worry, I can do it if he won't.
Caswin, no, don't do that!
What just happened?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you just blew up my entire crossover and you killed everyone in the process!
Yikes. Did not see that coming.
Caswin, you're a video game exploiter. This is not a video game.
Why don't you just use that gauntlet of yours and reverse everything?
Alright, I'll do it, but you're not getting involved with your exploits anymore. Got it?
Got it. Take care, bro.
You too.
But he screwed up his own career.
This is getting annoying. Christian, do that thing where you snap
Shut up, we're just counting us in and moving on.
Jeez. Calm down, bro.
Kevin. Honestly, if I were Kevin Owens, I would have continued the suicide dive just to take out Elias and simply call it an accident to the referee watching in the ring.
I want to bring forward something the Hall of Famer Mick Foley.
Fans chanting, "You can't wrestle" to Shane McMahon. Shane may be annoying as hell, but once again, he can wrestle. If Shane couldn't wrestle, he wouldn't be able to pull off all the things he's done throughout his career.
Come on!
Why are we not surprised? I'm already bored out of my mind with Shane using Elias for his own well-being. Let's just add in an additional 5 sins and be done with this crap.
Oh, God!
I guess this is the first time I can say this in plural form. Referees get knocked down at the crucial point of the match cliche. Even in the second Sinfinity War, there's always a first in this franchise.
Victory by means of a low blow is always a sin, especially when it's not the heel doing it.
Also, congratulations, Kevin Owens. You won a match where you had everything to lose and nothing to gain, hence why this feels like a complete waste of time.
I know, right? Shane McMahon still hangs around and tortures Kevin Owens the SmackDown after this.
Yeah, it would have made more sense if both careers were on the line.
Crazy to think that we were hyping up Roman Reigns' SummerSlam challenge and the end result is he's not even scheduled to be on the match card tonight. Previously on SummerSlam. Removing another sin because those CGI stars actually made a good fit for Charlotte Flair. I swear, for a moment I was looking at the screen and actually believed they were there. That was trippy. Kinda sucks knowing Trish Stratus is from Toronto and the reaction she got was less than Charlotte Flair, just like with Natalya and Becky Lynch earlier.
On your first match back in several years.
Corey Graves is acting like Trish Stratus hasn't competed in a freaking decade. Did he somehow miss Trish wrestling at the Royal Rumble 2018, as well as Evolution that very same year?
2016, all those
pointing at the crowd and staring at each other, not to mention laughing. Can we actually get to the wrestling part of this fucking match?
Was she expecting this?
Charlotte Flair unknowingly just answered Tom Phillips' question.
The veteran Air Canada here in Toronto.
Haha, I get it. It's because the Scotiabank Arena used to be known as the Air Canada Center. Bravo! 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 Bravo!
Whoever the hell that asshole was that said, "I am very stratified right now" in a sarcastic and emotionless manner.
It's because of pauses like this that the match is close to 20 minutes long.
Wooing a referee in the face. Wait, what?
Charlotte Flair's enjoying herself right now.
Corey Graves is the biggest version of Sherlock Holmes tonight. Honestly surprised that Michael Cole wasn't the one playing that role tonight.
Emotionally as well.
Just might have to add in another 3 sins for Charlotte constantly repeating the phrase "too easy."
You say you might, but you'll just end up doing it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Officials count is now at 6.
But for whatever stupid reason, the count is at 10 for the fans, just like when it was when the referee said 5, or even 1.
Wait a minute. Oh!
Copyright infringement.
Wow.
Whoopee right infringement. Oh god, that was so bad. I honestly feel ashamed of myself for saying that.
I thought that was funny.
Thanks, dude, but to me, it was shit. So let's just move on and pretend this never happened.
Maybe moments away from seeing it.
Stop hesitating all the time. No wonder Trish Stratus counters the figure 4 leg lock attempt.
Yeah, it's another infringement sin, but Trish's shoulders are also down, so the referee should turn his head, realize that, and start counting.
This is not fair to Flair.
Nobody likes a rhymer, Corey.
Action! He hit it!
I think Byron Saxton is watching too many of my confused videos, because he just referred Trish Stratus as a he. Did he forget that this was a woman's wrestling match?
As a show of respect for Trish Stratus' retirement send-off moment, here's another 5 sins removed.
Well, that's assuming she doesn't make a comeback like almost everyone else does.
Including you?
Okay, that was a low blow, Christian.
Sorry, couldn't resist. Trish accidentally forgot one last corner to pose on.
Tonight could be the next chapter.
But it isn't, and that's honestly just sad. SummerSlam promoting everything out the ass tonight, as if they know I was in the arena and wanted to spite me.
But since you were technically inside the arena, how would you even be able to see the advertisements anyway?
That's not the point.
6-time champs!
Well, actually, since it is just Kofi fighting tonight, Big E should just introduce him and not the entire New Day. Besides, both Big E and Xavier Woods end up going to the back anyway.
Theo Ryan and Kai.
It's already disgusting that Kofi Kingston has pancakes lodged into the WWE Championship and his sweaty abdomen. But he's also dropping them in the ring. What a waste of pancakes, even if I wouldn't eat those ones.
And the low fuel light just came on.
Comparing Kofi Kingston's WWE title reign to a car with required maintenance?
Aw, don't be mean, Kofi. Randy Orton was just trying to hand you one of your pancakes to eat before the match. At least he was trying to be nice.
I thought you just said those pancakes were disgusting.
Yeah, shouldn't you actually be sending Randy Orton for attempting to feed Kofi those pancakes?
Well, whichever way you want to put it, it's still a sin. Can we all agree on that?
Randy's waiting for Randy wants Kofi to get it.
By the time Randy Orton lets go of Kofi, the referee would have completed the 5 count. So why isn't Randy disqualified?
Because it only
Randy Orton sucks at pancake frisbee.
Kofi in wants to.
What a devastating headbutt to the air.
Off the top.
Randy was watching Kofi the entire time and could have easily sidestepped out of the way at any moment, or hit an RKO out of nowhere. Whichever one works better.
Opportunity from the second one to.
It worked for Kofi the first time, so he believed that leaping onto the top rope to attack Randy would work the second time. And this proves why doing things twice is a bad idea.
in this champion.
We interrupt SummerSlam 2019 to bring you Super Showdown 2019. And why didn't Randy just take off the cover on the announce table so that it could break easier?
Remember, title can only change hands via...
Shut up. If you're not going to break the table, then why bother doing this? Gonna do it 2 more times to make it 4 just like Triple H did to you at Super Showdown?
A hush is almost fallen over.
I don't hear a hush from the crowd. I can still hear the Kofi stupid chants.
Randy Orton might be thinking superplex.
In case you thought Randy Orton was thinking of locking a figure 4 leg lock for whatever reason. Even when he has the advantage, Randy Orton continues to pause and stare at the audience. Boring.
A few minutes ago, above the
Come, be right. Infringement. Is this match seriously only 16 minutes long? Because I feel like we've been here for an hour with all the pausing Randy Orton does.
2 Sins removed from that incredible RKO out of nowhere.
And because Randy wouldn't stop staring at Kofi's children, this WWE title match has been tossed out with a double countout, and it sucks. 5 Sins added for this disappointing conclusion.
And another post-match assault 2.
The existence of the Fiend alone is worth a sin-off. Assuming that's all right with you, Christian.
Hey, we're all sinners here. I'm just the only one with a gauntlet.
Wait, how come all of us don't have those?
I'll make it simple for you. You're all not worthy to wield my power.
That was a cringe Thor impression.
No, it's not! Go ahead, Mike. Remove this in for the Fiend. Finn Balor and his tidy whities.
Come on, dude. My boy Finn Balor was looking like an angel tonight because he was facing the Fiend.
Didn't know angels wore tidy whities.
I hate to be the one to state the obvious.
Corey Graves tried to speak, but could sense the presence of the sinner of wrestling lurking nearby in the audience.
Why not bring out the heavy artillery tonight?
Corey Graves once again proving a great point. Finn Balor is facing a psychotic fiend, so why didn't he bring out his own psychotic fiend in the Demon? It hasn't been a more perfect time to bring it out until now.
Everything about this entrance is epic. From the remix song to the severed head lantern, it's scary. The Fiend is without a doubt one of the scariest wrestlers of all time in terms of pure horror. Even witnessing this in person was horrifying and had me trembling all over. Same thing with Long Neck Josh, right bro?
I think we just gotta accept the fact that your brother's not coming. We're almost at the end of the show now.
I guess so. Anyway, here's 50 Sins removed for the Fiend's terrifying debut and entrance. Off-sync holy shit chants.
Trying somehow to get into this matchup, and there...
The horror is absolutely unbelievable! Goes to show how great of a character the Fiend is tonight, so let's throw away 3 more sins.
Oh my God.
I can get behind the freakiness of the Fiend, but even attempting to break somebody's neck is a risk that should never be taken, character or not.
Fiend with the victory!
The Fiend wins by almost literally murdering his opponent. This may have been 3 minutes, but it was a perfect 3 minutes of a horror fest. Holy shit! Seth Rollins couldn't live with his failure to slay Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Where did that lead him? Back to Brock.
First it was Star Wars references, and now you're doing Avengers references? I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about you, Christian.
Yeah, even I admit that reference wasn't that good. Not gonna lie, I've been redirected to so many therapists over the years for making too many film references on these videos.
Shame that Brock Lesnar's pyro was much weaker tonight compared to how it usually is.
This asshole in the red hat with his imaginary boombox. Why couldn't he just purchase a Money in the Bank briefcase from the merchandise stands and dance with it?
Ladies and gentlemen! And Rollins.
Seth Rollins makes the stupid mistake of immediately running at Brock Lesnar when the bell rings. That doesn't really work most of the time.
The moment Seth Rollins goes after Brock from that position is the moment you know Brock's just gonna catch him for the F5. Punishment time, bitch.
And Brock driven off the...
If Seth Rollins wants to become the Universal Champion and slay Brock Lesnar properly this time, why is he kicking him out of the ring?
The weeks of rib injuries, the punishment given throughout this match. No, there's no way Seth Rollins is able to stomp to the beat of Burn It Down without so much as wincing in pain.
I'll be honest, I never thought it would happen. But Seth Rollins has crushed Brock Lesnar twice in a row when it comes to Big 4 pay-per-view events. This time, fair and square. So let's use the gauntlet to remove 50% of the sins. Huh? Wait, what happened to my gauntlet? Alright, who's got my gauntlet? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Adam, I thought you weren't gonna be here. I thought you couldn't make it.
That was my plan, and now that your gauntlet is mine after all, I should be the one to snap the sins away for Seth Rollins winning.
Adam, put that gauntlet down. Give it to me.
No, not gonna happen, Christian. Now I'm the greatest center of them all, since I possess the power. Goodbye, Christian. This was an outrage.
Adam, stop!
Christian, where are you? Christian, are you here? What? Christian, where are you? Are you here? Hello?
I'm in here, Josh.
Chris. Christian. Hey, what's up? Am I in time for this Sinfinity War? I'm so excited to start sinning.
Damn, man. Unfortunately, okay, this is gonna be awkward. I am so sorry, but you're kind of too late for it. I kind of finished it. You know, everybody, Graham, Brian, Zane, Wrestle Talk, Dave, Brandon, you know, everybody, Caswin, you know them losers. They already left. Yeah, we got done. It's over. I'm sorry.
Dang, man, that sucks. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be a part of it.
You know, it's fine. You know, they always say, there's always next time, right?
Exactly.
Besides, you're here, right?
Exactly.
It's good to see my bro.
Yeah. Good to see you again.
It's really great to see, and, you know, honestly, we have a lot of good time. So, what did you...
Christian, are you okay? Are you okay? Chris, what's up? Chris. Chris, talk to me. Chris, what's up? Christian, talk to me. What happened? Christian! Snap out of it! What is it? Chris, what's going on? Are you okay? Christian, are you okay? What is that? Christian? What's going on? Christian, what's happening?
Josh, get behind me. You're not here. This is a trick, I know it. You're dead. I shot you 2 years ago.
Yes, you did win. 2 years ago. Or so you thought.
How are you even here?
Why ask me when you can ask him?
Josh is not stupid enough to do something like that. Right, Josh? Josh?
Oops.
Please tell me he's lying.
Christian, I'm sorry.
Your precious brother came to me a year ago. Apparently you exiled yourself from him. And when you did that, he freaked out to the point where he brought me up. He brought me back to this dimension.
You resurrected him when I went into exile?
I wasn't thinking right. I'm sorry, okay? Chris.
You thought you could trust him?
Why
would you do this? After everything
I
I've
didn't know
done.
what to do. I'm sorry.
You thought that you could trust him?
Because he figured, I'm the dark half of your soul, so if we're connected, I would know where you were. Coincidentally, 2 days later, you returned.
Well, look who finally decided to call. You know, I went into severe depression after that.
And he forgot all about me. But I did not forget about this.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do.
Look. Maybe this was my fault. After all, I understand what I did to you last year. Look,
Christian! Christian!
It's just you and I now.
Huh? What do you want from me?
There's just one question I want to know from you, Josh. Is he ending the Sins videos?
Yes. He's heading into 500.
Thank you, Josh, for your honesty. But now, your purpose with me has been served.
No. You can't wait.
I already have. Here's how things are gonna go. You have until the 500th episode to make a decision. If you continue the Sins franchise, you can have your brother back. Or you could end the franchise and he stays gone. The choice is yours.
You okay, Josh?